Welcome to another video, Suerte del Molino Farm, Andalusia in Spain. Nature is powerful. Nature has a plan. We want to be part of it. This is July. We haven't had any rain this calendar year. And there is almost no vegetation. We haven't had any animals on it. We didn't mow it. It just disintegrated and disappeared. Plants can disappear through decomposing organically with water and then oxidation without water. Because we haven't had water, the process was oxidation. So what happened to these plants? Why are they not visible anymore? Where did they go? So the proteins in the plants, they get broken down to amino acids, the cellulose to glucose, and the minerals to ions. These ions, glucose and amino acids, they either disappear in the air or in the soil. There's actually no chance that they can penetrate this hard, dry clay soil. And I have to assume then that they disappeared in the air. Even if they are on the soil, with the first rain, especially the ions will go into the water and will run off. I don't want that. So I could have had some animals to break down it organically in their stomachs. This was not a possibility. What can be done? In some other areas, there is still some grass visible that did not disintegrate, decompose as in other areas. Here is some shade from the afternoon sun, protected from the west setting of the sun. The higher up areas, should the rain come, will wash the mulch, and then all these ions, amino acids and glucose down. Now we have some big swales here. Hopefully some will be collected in there, and then if not, we have some more swales on this side. I don't want it to go to the neighbor. I would like to keep it here on the land. This farm is divided into 3 levels: a plateau, flat area on top, and then like a cliff, some areas very rocky. Here it's just a few trees, about a 10-meter distance, and then it levels out towards the bottom. So the ions and the glucose and amino acids should actually stay on top as high as possible. So can I rip this area and make sure that the water infiltrates before it runs down? I'm sure that is possible. In this flatter lower area, still an angle, not as flat as on top, and then it builds up to this short cliff area. Most of these cliff areas we have set aside as natural areas. I think they will do a lot to absorb all these parts of the decomposed plants, and that makes me happy that we have these huge natural areas between the flat and then the area running towards the northern border. This land is north facing. I'm very happy about that as well. An ideal area where we can rip the soil. We have already removed some of these cistus, kharabush, and then the natural area, and then the flat area on top. These natural areas we have set aside are heavily mulched by these oak trees, and then this rocky cliffside before we get to the flatter plateau. This is the southern border, the highest border, and then regularly some flat areas, then the cliff, and then the embankment down to the lower areas. Let's see what we can do to keep the minerals and the proteins and the starches on the land. When they are in the air, we have nothing to do. When they are in the soil, we would like to keep them here. Till next time, goodbye.